Welcome to another episode of DIOTALK. I'm Dio. Let's talk. I would like to present my guest for today. He is a very, very talented barber. We go way back from the Barrio days, so this is a very, very special episode. This one is El Duro. I would like to welcome you, Pito Finessed. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me, bro. My pleasure.
Thank you for
I'm
being
doing
here,
good,
brother.
man. I'm doing good. Grinding. Well, I mean, under the circumstances, everybody is good is not great, but
Yeah.
estamos vivos, we're alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Grinding.
man. It's good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in
Yo, you too.
years.
I've been seeing you. I've been looking at you low key doing your thing, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man,
But
hustling.
yeah, got to.
So
I'm proud of you, man. Doing big
thank you,
things.
man.
Yeah.
It means a lot, especially seeing you from way back in Puerto Rico and seeing you evolve because now you're in New York, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You've
Upstate New York.
yeah, you come such a long way, man. And I see you you're posting, and it's beautiful what you're doing. You're a
Thank you.
definition of that person that says, for as long as you practice your craft, you'll get some success and perfection, and you're that definition,
Yes.
man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. How I got so many questions, man. How when you began in this barber game, how old were you?
How old was I? So if I tell you how old I was, that's gonna give up a lot. let's just say, let's just say that was 2002. I
Wow.
started chopping people up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I decided to go to barber school 2002.
Got it.
I don't even know
It's a long time. What
what.
made you?
Yeah,
But what made you want to become a barber?
so to be honest, I really didn't have in my mind being a barber. Like obviously, like every like young kid in middle school, high school, like we used to go to like the barber of the barrio. Like
Hmm.
I don't know if you remember Don Elvis.
Yeah.
Don. So like I used to go every Sunday. That was like his day to cut at home. So I would go every Sunday and get a little edge up or a cut or whatever. And I always like to be fresh in school and whatnot. But I remember seeing him. He had the dope whip. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he always had like had the bling on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. He was up
he
to
was
date.
very
He was
popular. He
fresh.
was very
Yeah.
popular. So I looked up to him, but I never thought I was gonna be that dude. But I remember after high school and whatnot, I came out here to Albs where I live right now, and I was like working in the kitchen, like doing some like prep work for my cousin who's like a sous chef. So I was like, you know what, this is probably what I want to do, but I want to do it back home on the island. So
Got it.
they set me up like a letter of recommendation and whatnot, but got over to Puerto Rico, and like you know how nightlife is in Puerto Rico. You don't want to be in
Yeah.
no kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Yeah.
be in the kitchen cooking like when everybody's out. So I didn't mess with that. So I was like in that space to where I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I remember my cousin, Anya, you probably
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
him too. That was my boy, like, you know what I'm saying, ride or die. I remember his mom gave him a bowl cut one day, right?
Mm,
And like
damn.
and like he pulled up to the crib with a bowl cut and he was going to school the next day. I was like, bro, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let you go like that. So I grabbed my pops clippers and like tried to fade them up. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't great, but
It was better than what it
it
was.
was way better to what he was looking. So
Wow.
like after that, it was like every week he was like, "Yo, fix me up," and then like I don't know, I came attached to it, bro.
Dude, you were like the mayor. Like if you would have like gone and do your politics shit, you would probably become a mayor. That's how popular you were. Like
That's funny you say that because wifey when we started going out, like she would say that she was like, "Well, I feel like I'm going out with the mayor because like we can't walk two steps and somebody's saying what's up to you or like, you know what I'm saying, like."
yeah,
But I don't know. It's
you were that guy. Everybody from Papayo, Salina, Parguera, Las Arriba, La Plata, every
yeah,
every every barrio and Lajas, Puerto Rico, they wanted to cut your hair with you. That was just point blank. So you're very iconic, and to see your progression and make it big, because uh what you're doing is it's fucking awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy to be one of your clients. I'm happy to know you. I'm happy. I'm at least one of the people see you progress. I'm super proud and nervous just sitting in here and speaking with you, because you for us that really didn't have a good role model growing up in the barrio we came from. You're a fucking awesome role model, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's dope to hear.
Yeah, man. Um, and not just that, you were fly as well. Everybody wanted to be in it. Everybody
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to be
what.
in it. You had the papaya crew that was fucking big, and
Yeah,
people talk shit, but everybody wants to be a
ran
part of
deep,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Ran deep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck. Um, when you first started cutting hair, what was your first spot to cut hair at? Was it always in
bro,
front of the high school, or?
bro. So like, if we go to where I first started, is on my balcony, at
Mm,
Papayo. I don't know if you ever came through, um, but like, I remember starting doing $3 haircuts, bro.
oh
Like
man, I remember those days.
$3 haircuts. Like as crazy as that sounds, like, but like legit and an establishment. Um, I had finished barber school. I went to a salon in La Parguera, right?
Yeah. Was it
So
Ivan's one?
no, it
Oh,
was
okay.
where the supermarket is and that little that
Yeah,
little
yeah,
strip
yeah.
mall. It
I
was
remember
something
that.
small, but it was cute and it was kind of high end, but they didn't have nobody who did men. So I was like, all right, whatever. And like, remember back then, I think the haircut was probably like $12 in that shop, and everywhere else it was like $8. So it was like, and it was gonna be a percentage, but long story short, I cut there for 2 weeks,
Got it.
cut one head, while back home I was still cutting like 20 per week. You know what I'm
You'll make
saying?
more money at home than.
Yes, yo. So I cut one person in the shop, and it was $12. No person gave. I remember like to this day, person gave no tip, so it was like $12 in the box, and $6 of that was mine.
Wow.
So mind you, I was wasting money to go to work, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
eating
yeah.
and whatever. But I remember one day, I was just cruising through the Pueblo, Lajas, and whatever, and Franklin Barber, who's a person I looked up to in the industry, who used to cut my hair himself. He stopped me. He was like, "Yo, what's up? I heard you were nice with it, this and that. Like the words out there that you can cut. Like we got a chair open in the shop that was right in front of high school." I was like, "Word? Like when can I start?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
even though I
yeah.
was nervous, but I was like, "Yeah, when can I start?" He was like, "All right, next week." I was like, "Bet." So I never went back to the so it's kind of, I'm not proud of not going back to the salon to say like
No, but
I'm
you gotta
out or
go.
whatever.
You
But
gotta
like
go where you got more potential. If it's not
but
working
like
out,
yeah, like looking at it now, I was young or whatever, but I should have showed a face, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have burnt that bridge.
yeah.
But I said like the hell with it. Like I didn't even go pick up my $6. I was like, nah,
Nah, man.
peace,
When it's not
peace.
meant for
But
you, it's not meant for you. You gotta do what you
facts.
gotta do. You know.
Yeah, that's where I can say I officially became a barber. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was
Yeah.
older dude named Randy. He was the so so when I was hired there, it was going through a transition between Randy and Franklin's brother.
Yeah.
So like Randy had sold it to him, and like he was gonna open his like little studio for himself, and then that's why Franklin like hired me through his brother's shop.
Got it.
But yeah,
Got it. Got it. So that barbershop, was that the barbershop next to the high school? Because
yep, yep,
later on you were there, but then you made that transition and you went to like a couple of blocks down where it was more
yeah,
smaller
down the
but
hill,
intimate.
smaller. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
So
man.
so with that shop, I was there for quite a bit in front of the high school, and I remember like the dude I was telling you, like he had some money issues. Like
Mm-hmm.
the way he purchased the shop probably wasn't the appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like so he I guess he owed the wrong people money. You know what I'm saying? And he decided he was gonna sell that shop in front of the high school.
Wow.
So mind you, I'm a young kid coming up, and I've always been ambitious. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always want more. So he was like, all right, so I have to sell the shop and leave Puerto Rico.
Damn.
So I was like, oh snap! Like, what are you gonna do? How much? And like he put a number out there. So that same night, I remember going to my mom. I was like, Mom, this is on the table. Like they're gonna sell the barbershop. Like this is the dopest barbershop in the city. Like if that was mine, like it'd be crazy. So she was like, all right, so let's go to the bank and see if we can get a loan. I'll co-sign for you. So I was like, did the whole process.
Yeah.
Got the loan. Went with my man's to the lawyer. So we did everything legit, right?
Yeah.
And during the process, I had called the landlord's husband and I told him what was going on. And like, could we like do the lease? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like change the lease over to my name and whatnot. He was like, yeah, it should be no problem. So I did everything. When I went over to the landlord's house to do the lease, it was the wife. She's like, oh no, I can't believe you did that. Like how did you buy the barbershop like this? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, oh, I had planned to buy it for my son. And I was like, but your son's not even a barber. Like, no, but I wanted him to start his own business. But I was like, all right, but I had no knowledge of this was going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
I
Business
talked to
is
you.
business.
I
Yeah.
already talked to your husband. Like he said, we're good to do the lease. So she bugged out. She was like, no, that's not going to happen. We're not going to sign a lease. I'm going to give you 3 months to take the stuff out of here.
Wow.
So it was like ultimatum. So like I was on like up here, like, you know what I'm saying? And like her telling me that, I was like, boom. Like I was like, wow, what the hell am I going to do now? So I was looking for spots in Lajas. I couldn't find nothing to compare.
Yeah.
Like that was like a huge space, like in front of the high school. So like we had the clientele right there.
Yeah.
We had parking. We had everything. So nothing compared. And I remember her like talking to her. I was like trying to convince her to let me stay, but she was like, I'll give you the money you paid for it, and I'll keep you as the manager of the shop. So I'm like, all right. So what does that mean? So I was like, well, you pay the booth rent, but then at the end of the month, I'll pay you for managing the shop or whatever. So I was like, all right, because I couldn't find the spot that convinced me. So
yeah.
I was like, all right, let's do that. So I got the money back, bought a car, and worked a couple months for her. But I was running the shop, and literally, she gave me not $1 back.
Damn.
Like for managing, and I was like, yo, so what's good? Like what's going on? Like I like hired new barbers. Like all the chairs were full. Shop was popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the shop was in better condition
Than it was before.
To where it was before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like we had all the young kids coming in from the high school. Like it was popping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she did me dirty. Franklin moved down the street to that other spot you were talking about.
Yeah.
And as soon as he moved, I was like, yo, I'm going with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because I left a couple months after I left. She ended up selling the shop to Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
So she did me dirty for no reason, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She learned that there was no money in it for her son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they weren't really making money.
Yeah. And Joey's shop was like an upcoming generation. It was full, but still, you guys moved down to that small shop, and yours was still popping, regardless.
Oh, yeah.
So you know that's how you know God is on your side. God don't like ugly.
Always. Facts.
And you were there for a good minute. Minute. So when were you a part of what is it called, Revolution Barber?
Yeah.
One of the founders,
co-founder. Yeah. Yep.
You still owning that?
No. 3 years ago, when I made the move over here, I parted ways with Wilbur and whatnot. Yep.
And that's the right now, that's like the hottest spot to go to.
Yeah. Yep.
How was that
Facts.
how was that transition, and now you went from you were at the beginner, then you at the middle, now you know, years later you were a part and a founder of something. How was that transition? How did it help you become a better?
Bro, so it was nerve-wracking in the beginning, I'll tell you the truth. Like, mind you, kind of the same thing went down in Franklin's barbershop. Like, he knew I was there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could take care of everything, and like he got into politics and like
Yeah,
stepped
yeah.
away from the
As
shop.
a
So I was
client,
doing,
a lot of people realize that.
yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of his clients were coming to my chair. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And they were telling me, it was like, yo, you're basically running this shop. Why don't you do yours? Like, and I was like, yeah, that's facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was
mhm,
like, nah, like whatever. Like, I had no responsibility. Well, I had responsibility, but like not, I had to come show up and pay rent. Like, you know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
mhm.
Other than that, but I was basically the face of the shop. You know what I'm saying? I was the one pulling people in and whatever. And my boy Wilbur, my cousin, my business partner, compadre, however you say that in English, I'm not sure. But
Godfather.
no. So I'm his kid's godfather, and he's my
Okay.
youngest godfather. So
Got it.
I don't know what the word would be for that in English, but
It's, mm,
whatever.
Godfather, you
But
know.
yeah, we brothers.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he approached me with the opportunity. He had a nice spot like that he located, and price was right, and like he called me over and like he was like, yo, what do you think about like partner up and open up a shop? And I saw the spot, I saw the potential. I was like, yo, let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And from that day, we decided everything was going to be 50-50. So it was like, if we buy in a water bottle, it costs $1,
Mhm.
you put in 50 cents, I put 50 cents. If we sell it for $2, $1 yours, $1 more. Like, um, yeah, bro, like it's it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when like you're the person who like creates something. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that was like my baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like something, making something out of nothing type thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I remember we started 2 chairs. It was just him and me. Boom, boom, boom. A month later, one of the barbers that used to work with me called me. He was like, bro, I'm here at Franklin's shop and there's no clients. Like, do you have a chair for me? And, I talked to Wilbur. He was like, yeah, let's do it. So I told him, I was like, yo, I don't want no beef with this dude, but yeah, business is business. He came over and we just went from there.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's beautiful. That's amazing. You know. Wow. Um,
Craziest part about that, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, no, no.
a couple years in, Franklin decides to close because he didn't have no business, and came to work for me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was crazy because when I left, like, he unfriended me on Facebook,
Yeah, he felt
and
some
like,
type of way.
yeah, he felt some type of way because I wanted to grow and whatever, which is understandable, like, kind of. But I used to drop my daughter off right next door to the dance academy from that shop, and like if I would see him or whatever, he was like always avoid me or whatever. And I remember one day he saw me, came right over. I was like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And this and that. And I was like, "Hey, yeah." Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Like, he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah.
talk to me for a year, and then he was like, "Yeah, I decided to close the shop. Um, I want to know if you guys have space for me." So I was like, "Well, I don't know." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to talk to my business partner, and like, I don't know, like, where our friendship stands. Like, we haven't talked in so long. He was like,
Hmm.
"No, like, everything's cool. Like, you kind of hurt my business leaving and this and that, whatever." But yeah, like, I talked to this dude, and like, we both came to the agreement to where if he was to work with us, he had to like lose the bad habits he had from
Mm.
running his own shop. And yeah, everything worked out, bro. Like, to this day, I want to say today, this day, he's probably like in South Carolina. But like,
Franklin.
he's Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's like from South Carolina back to Puerto Rico and back, and like every time he's back in Puerto Rico, he's working in Revolutions, like to this day.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Now, as a barber, how's it been? How difficult has it been with COVID and this pandemic going on? Headache?
Well, um, when the shutdown came through, like obviously paranoid, like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I didn't want to cut nobody. Like you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to be next to nobody because I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm
yeah,
touching
yeah,
your
yeah.
hair, if that I'm gonna get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we don't know what's going on. And wifey at home is germaphobe from the get-go before all this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so lockdown was lockdown for me. Like I had a lot of boys like hitting me up, like and my coworkers were like, "Yo, we cutting, like we doing house calls, like we gotta make bread." Like and I was like, "Bro, like I don't know how I feel about that." And then my clients hitting me up. It was like, "Bro, I got 100 for you." Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Come through, like cut me in the garage. And I was like, "Damn, $100 for it." Oh no, like like I want to go, like you know what I'm saying? Because like I see my savings going down little by little. Like wifey was holding it down, but like when you accustomed to be the main provider
yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
household, it's like a slap in the face. Like, no, you can't work. And like I said, I didn't want to work because I was
Hmm.
scared. But yeah, it was tough. Like I didn't get what's it called? Desempleo, unemployment.
Unemployment.
It was a hassle.
Yeah, man.
I was able to file probably a month a month before we reopened, but I never got any money from them. Right. So we reopened the shop. We were allowed to reopen and whatnot. And luckily, probably a month later, I got like some back pay. But it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I mean, to this day, it still is. I want to say 50, not 50, but probably 60, 70% of my clientele has came back
Yeah.
from after the pandemic. I want to say there's probably a good percentage of the people that haven't either found somebody else, are scared to come in the shop, or they're just doing it at home. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Shit,
like,
this pandemic got me. This pandemic, shit. I started cutting my own hair. Shit, six
did you?
months of haciéndome tostones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the last time, yeah, like 6 months ago, I went to barber shop. I waited 3 hours, mind you, and this is somebody I already know, right? I waited 3 hours, didn't
That's
get a haircut.
pre-COVID or after COVID?
COVID when they let the
During COVID, you
I
waited three
like
hours.
yeah,
Wow.
is it? Yeah. And I waited, mind you, everything through appointment, you know.
So you
I
had an appointment,
I had an
and on top
appointment,
of that, you had to wait.
3 hours. I left the
Wow.
barber shop with no haircut to find my car with a $50 ticket. So,
Ooh.
I've always known how to shape myself up, because in the barrio, you got to defend yourself, when you go to a
Oh
party.
yeah. Oh,
So
facts.
I've always known how to do that. And, from that point forward, I just, YouTube and, I messed it up,
Mm-hmm.
past the one, fuck it. And just keep, this last time I did it, it came out, decent than, the times before. But yeah, man. And it wasn't even the price that bothered me because, as a barber, that, once COVID hit and the store started
Mm-hmm.
open, everybody's, the prices started to skyrocket. It wasn't even that. It was just, there was just a guy that I known for, I grew up in Puerto Rico, but every time I would come over here, he was my
Mm-hmm.
go-to guy. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
I've been with that guy since he's opened and founded that shop. And he knows my family, and it's like, you know, I don't want nobody to take priority over me, but if you told me 2 o'clock, and 3 hours passed, why I'm still here.
Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
I said fuck it, and I just started doing my own thing, man, because it's
That's
difficult.
crazy. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
What made you
That's
what made you come want to come and start cutting hair over here?
so the hurricane, bro.
Oh shit.
Hurricane Maria.
Yeah.
Hurricane Maria, and like even to that day, like with the hurricane, I didn't want to leave my baby, like the barbershop, like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Especially in that moment, like it was tough, um, tough for everybody, obviously, but during like the whole hurricane, no power, um señal, like
Yeah, signal, no help from
no
anybody.
signal, no nothing, because the towers were down. No help from nobody. We were them dudes to we was actually opening the shop, like not opening the shop per se, but we put up a tent in the front parking lot, and we would charge our clippers because they're all rechargeable clippers now, and
Yeah.
we were already up to date. We would charge them in our car. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so like we were still cutting, like, um money wise, like I was making pretty much almost what I was making before, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But like it was tough, like, to get gas, to get bread, like to get ice or whatever.
To get anything.
Like if you didn't have a generator, and like at the moment I had a 4-month-old at home,
Wow.
so I would go to the shop and leave Leslie home with my both of my daughters, and she wouldn't even know if I made it to the barbershop because I couldn't call her. Like, so she would stress out and like pull up just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know I made it there. Like, so it was kind of stressful. And at the time, my parents were out here, and a lot of my mom's family lives out this way. They decided to get us tickets to come out here for the time being. For once the tickets were bought, I was like, all right, so we'll go a month or two until like power is back on,
Yeah.
whatever. But wifey has always wanted to make the move, so we came out. I want to say one summer, probably like 3 years prior to the hurricane, and so she's a Bronx girl. So she's
Mm.
from Puerto Rico in the Bronx, so she's a city girl. And coming to where my family lives out here is more suburbs. Like we
Got it.
got the city Albany there, but like we all like live more suburbs. So she liked it. So she was like, "Yo, why don't we move out there and this and that?" I was like, "Nah, we good. Like, I got the shop. Like, she was a teacher out there. She was a teacher, but she didn't have the permanence. So like every year she had to compete for a
Position.
different spot and
Yeah.
teaching and whatnot. So it wasn't something stable for her. But we were doing well, man. Like we had the crib in Papayo. Um, she had the property from one of her aunts or something. Like, so we actually started building a second home.
Got it.
So we were building a second home in Puerto Rico, and like our idea is probably to rent it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Have that income off of
In
that and
real estate.
whatever.
Yeah.
So we were doing pretty well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was doing pretty good in the shop and whatever. Um, so I never had that idea like I need to go to New York and, like, you know what I'm saying? But when that happened, my cousin actually opened the doors to her crib, which I'm truly grateful for her for doing so. For us to stay with her, and like I said, the idea was to be here a couple months, go back to Puerto Rico, and keep it moving. And when I did that, I had a conversation with Wilbur. I was like, "Hey, bro, like this is what's going on. Like, I really don't want to leave you out in the worst moment, but like, um, I just gotta make sure my family's well and like
Yeah. Family
whatever."
comes
And he was
first.
like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Nah, bro, I'll hold it down. Like, just don't keep me out of the loop. Like, let me know what's going on and this and that." And I told him like, yeah, I'm going for 3 months, but like, there is a possibility, like, if everything goes well, like I won't come back, and then like we'll do what we gotta do business wise. But so we got here. I told wifey, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna give you. I remember we got here probably a week before Halloween. I was like, I'm gonna give you until January to find something like work wise to convince me to stay.
Hmm.
And so for the time I was just like doing construction, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go into no shop to where nobody know me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that was the other thing, like coming over here, I was like,
You had to
if
start
I
from
were to stay,
scratch.
yeah, if I were to stay, I don't want to do a shop.
Hmm.
That was my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to do like maybe UPS or something. Find a job to where I was making like maybe 20, just to put a number, like $20 an hour, but I would have like everything deducted, my social security, my
Mhm.
unemployment, like something different. I wanted to switch it up. But yeah, so January came and nothing had happened. Like she didn't call nobody, nobody called her back. Sorry. Excuse me. But so she didn't get no interviews or nothing, but she was still looking. Um so I called back Puerto Rico, called my boys how everything was doing. There's still no electricity. They were still dealing with the day to day, like hustling and doing whatever, but they were doing okay. But it wasn't great. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like, all
yeah.
right, so I'm just gonna stick it out another month or two and see where we're at. Probably a month went by, she got called for to be a Spanish teacher. And when she saw the contract, she showed me the contract, excuse me, the numbers made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The numbers made sense. I was like, all right, I think we can do it. And I remember I had gone to a barber shop here to get a little cut and they were hiring. So I talked to the dude and whatnot. And like he basically wanted to hire me on the spot, but I didn't want to cut. Like I was telling you, I was like, I don't think I want to do this. But beautiful shop, bro. Like totally different like shop to what you see in Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, oh shit, like this looks
It's
so
hard
much
to
professional.
it's hard to
So
break out of that mentality once you're a boss and going back to from scratch it's difficult.
bro, not even that. It was like just putting myself to where every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would pull up to my shop. I was already booked. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I was trying to squeeze more people in to come to a shop to where I'm gonna be sitting on my ass. Nobody knows me. You know what I'm saying? And it it was scary. Like so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. But at the end of the day, she started working and then like I sit down, I was like, yo, like I have to be a barber. Like that's what I am. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
That's what I'm good at. It's not that I can't learn something else, but besides being good at barbering, it gave me the flexibility to where I could drive my daughter to school, drop her off. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, I could set my hours. Like obviously the barbershop has set hours, but I can accommodate certain things that I wouldn't be able to on a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
Um, so I decided to do it, and the owners at the shop that I'm still at, they helped me out a lot, and like they said, my clippers do the speaking. Like
Yeah, man.
my
Yeah,
clippers do the speaking. Like
that is true. He is very good at it.
yeah,
Now,
3 years in, and like my schedule is pretty booked.
now, God bless. Starting from
Yes, sir.
scratch. Now, do you ever see yourself going back over there? Or like, are you?
To Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
definitely, bro. Like my heart is there. Like this
Shit.
morning, I woke up to fucking shovel my driveway. I'm sorry, you can edit that out.
No, don't worry. This
But
is raw. Don't
like,
worry about that.
okay, okay. But yeah,
I feel that,
bro,
I
you
feel
know what I'm
that.
saying? Well, I go on Instagram, my boys
Shit.
on the boat.
Fucking Wilbur, right?
Like,
You be
yeah,
yo.
people, you got people on the boats and stuff. Like,
Shit, man.
come on, man.
I haven't been there. Like last year, my wife, she took me for my 30th birthday. I haven't been there like in 10 years, mind you.
Word.
Yeah, man. Like
Wow.
I had for me, I had a good and bad experience,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I didn't want to go back. It's like for me, it wasn't really nothing there for me besides, the beauty of the island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I wanted, like I'm very ambitious. I wanted more, especially for
Yep.
comfort coming from somewhere that we really have, nothing. I wanted more. And, 10 years living over here, and just living the day because over here the day goes by go passes by quick. It's not like over there, it's
Mm-hmm.
not long, and just working and working and just it loses your perspective on things, right? So this time the pandemic I see as a blessing because I was able to start this up focus on, because I print T-shirts, print T-shirts, focus on my brand, and my other avenues are real estate, because my wife she's a real estate agent, and just now
Right.
focus on my dream, and not lose that focus. And if I go back and see the buy property, vacation, but me living there, I don't know, man. It's I don't see so much possibilities, and that's
So
what
much opportunity.
yeah,
It's
and
not.
that's what
Yeah,
and
the
that's what
opportunity is not the
yeah,
same.
and that's
Definitely.
what saddens me the most, because there's so much potential in people there, but with the
Hmm.
government, and then now, like where we live in our area, Salina, Papayo, there's earthquakes left and right,
Bro,
and
insane. It's so sad.
if I want to be something big, or try to be something big, and where I can be an instrument of possibility for my people over there.
To help them out. I feel
Yeah,
you. I definitely feel you. Yep, that's dope. Um, what's your last name?
Diaz.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Who's your family out there in
My
Salinas?
my family is my grandmother. Her name is Ana Zapata. My aunt Iching Elizabeth.
Okay.
She's family. Her family is like Papayo, from the
Okay. Yep.
Papayo. My grandmother has siblings in the Papayo that are close to what's his name, Cayin, the defunto, rest his soul. The people from the store next to the park.
Okay.
So
Yep.
they're everybody. I'm family mostly with everybody there. But my last name, because
That's
my
why. That's why I told you
yeah
in the message. I was
yeah
like, for all I know, we might be related. Cause
yeah
um I learned probably 2 years ago. Soleil.
yeah.
Remember
Macho's
Soleil?
wife.
Macho. So yeah, Macho's like my little brother from forever,
Yeah, I love that
and
guy. I
they
miss him.
together. They together, and I just learned 2 years ago she's actually my cousin.
He's Macho's my cousin.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because you said Cayenne. Yeah,
yeah.
William Cayenne. Yep. See,
They
that's
just don't have the
crazy.
same last name, because the majority of the
Yeah, yep.
people over there is
Because
bodyguards.
the pops. Yep, yep.
Yeah, but
Bodyguards
yeah.
and Cruz,
Hmm.
Bodyguards. And, yeah, because I thought you were related to Papote
No,
or to Junito.
he's actually my cousin.
Papito.
But
So Papote is my cousin too.
yeah,
So
but you know
see,
how that yeah,
yeah, yeah, no, it's
you know how
crazy.
that shit works when it comes to cousin.
Yeah.
No, Junito, his family's from Guanica.
Okay,
Which
but
I
that's who
wouldn't.
you used to hang with a lot, right?
Yeah, he used to hang with me, not me. He used to hang with
Ah.
me. He used to hang with me. No, no, but yeah, yeah, and Salina, yeah,
All
uh,
right.
yeah, but his family was from Guanica, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had families in the Papaya, or shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
So, um,
I see he's doing well in the tattoo shop
yeah,
over there in Puerto
man,
Rico. Yeah.
yeah, I'm very proud of him too.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
He was always that guy that he's more like he's a, how do I say, a style butterfly. How more like a trend butterfly. You know how every year new trends and styles pop up. That's him. But
Okay.
that's something he's always been into, even when he was young. Tattooing, drawing, and he was living at one point over here. I think in New York.
Hmm.
He went on Ink Master. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
craft that he's been crafting for years, man. I'm very proud of what he's done, man. Bigs up to him. A big shout out. I was supposed to have him in the show, but he has a crazy schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy schedule, man. Uh, but back to you, brother. Like that fuck. You and over here, how quick did you see your clientele increase? Because
Um.
over here they have a different style. In Puerto Rico we have that clean face, papi chula type of shit. Over here it's kind of different. Like how quick would you able to adapt and your clientele increase?
So in terms of adapt, it didn't take me too long. It didn't take me too long because like I'm a quick learner. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like our obviously in Puerto Rico we have every type of hair. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you got redheads, you got blondes, you got morenos. Like you have every hair type, right? But so the only really real difference to where I felt like I didn't know what I was gonna do when it came to like waves.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
out here, like, oh, like I mean the
Yeah.
waves popping. So like I was kind of like, but like in the beginning, a couple days, like put it like couple first 2 3 months, I was sitting a lot. So I'm not gonna just sit there, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching and learning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching the owners and the better barbers in the shop on how they do it and applying it like once I got the opportunity. But couple months in, bro, couple months in, I ain't gonna say I was booked, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple months in, but little by little, like once I put the objective to myself to where every client that sat in my chair had to feel like that was the best cut they ever got.
Yeah. I work everybody.
Whether the edge up wasn't on point or
Mm-hmm.
not, like the whole experience, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
like just conversate, like, you know what I'm saying.
Sociable customer service.
Yeah, facts, yeah, facts, bro. Just being humble and being there, bro. Being there is the number one thing, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I I I remember doing one edge up on an 8 hour shift. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, and tomorrow I'm gonna do the same thing. I had to be there for 8 hours because if I'm not there, when that one walk in comes in, somebody else is gonna grab them.
You got it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I started off taking people that nobody wanted to take. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Leftovers. But that's how it is, bro. And like obviously I have a lot of family out here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of family out here and they came through and support. And I want to say 80% of my family don't come to me no more because I'm too busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I would like to take care of them, like my uncles and stuff. Like one
Yeah.
of my
Yeah.
uncles still comes to me every now and then. But bro, I want to say I got lucky and I found that Boricua presentado. Or he found me. Let me put it this way. He found me
Oh
because
shit.
like he booked an appointment with me. He actually told me, he was like, "Oh, I've been looking on the Facebook, I've been looking on the Instagram for a couple months, and like I seen you, this and that." And like, so he came and I cut his hair and whatnot. Like, oh yeah, like give me the blowout, the
Mm,
Puerto Rico blowout. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he was hyped. And I was like, yeah. So like we talking Spanish and like, yo, like you put me in my zone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what I was comfortable with, and like we clicked, you know what I'm saying? And like once you get that dude, bro,
Yeah,
you already
everything's right.
know, like,
Yeah.
cause he knows everybody. Cause like this dude has been a mechanic, he's been an electrician, he's like he he's done and knows everybody. And once you got
Yeah.
that dude in your bag, bro, that it was a blessing. It was a
That's
blessing, bro.
awesome.
Like it was like, yo, Pito, somebody's talking Spanish on the phone. Come here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
literally, bro, literally. And it was weird because they didn't really have that like they had here and there, but like the Latino presence in the shop is like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, where all these Puerto Ricans come from? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, bro, like I have every type of clientele, but like the Latinos is coming through.
Yeah.
And like when
They
they
make
come
you feel
through,
at home.
they and yeah, when they come through, they come deep, bro. Like they got a cousin or they got somebody who works with them, and like
Yeah, they bring toda la patrulla.
Boricua or not, they're like, yo, my barber's the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing, bro. It's a
That's
blessing.
what's
And
up,
like
bro. I'm happy. I'm happy.
on top of that, one of the owners of the shop, um, I guess like he's very well known in the area, and like he's a great barber. Um, he's the dude that he wants to go to all the barber shows, and like he was trying to push, like trying to get on the wave, like be Instagram famous or
Yeah,
influencer or
yeah.
whatever. And like whenever he would say like there's a barber battle in Connecticut and there's education, continued education to go, I was like, oh shit, that's a thing. I didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, let's
and
do it. Fuck it.
thankfully, wifey was okay with me going away for the weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I know some people who wouldn't be okay with that. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But she was okay with me. Yeah, go to the barber show and
Did you
do your
imagine
thing.
if it's crazy because at one point you in Puerto Rico you were at your top. You were at your peak. You had your
Yeah,
own shop, and then
yeah.
it's a beautiful story. It's all about work, and you come here and start from scratch, and now you're fucking doing barber shows and battles and networking with people
Facts.
that it's fucking it's oh man I'm touched. It's beautiful, brother. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's dope, bro.
And hopefully shit in the future, gets big.
Yeah, bro. Like I did a post. I posted something today because it's I know the whole week of like the tragedy of Kobe. I see.
Yeah.
I put some in
I
the
was gonna I
background,
was gonna ask you, but later
pay
I was gonna
homage
ask you
to
later
it.
on. Yeah.
But so let me see. Hold on one second.
For those listening, we're talking about he has a beautiful picture of Kobe holding the championship in his background. So if you guys get a chance when this video comes out on YouTube, just go check it out and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I put the post so long. I'll just cut it up a little bit. It's not about wanting to win. It's about to dominate.
Yeah, I'm into that.
So that's the Mamba mentality. That's what I'm trying to live up to, at least in the barbering game, and then spread out to
Yeah,
wherever I
man.
can.
Wow, man. It's amazing to see how far you've come and you continue to go because it's only sky's not the limit. You get what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. And like back then, like when I was in Revolution, like owning the shop, and like I said, book day to day, and like pushing people to the other barbers because I couldn't take them.
Hmm.
Um, I thought I knew it all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did. I admit it. I was like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I come out here and it was like, whoa, wait, how
It's
do you do that?
another.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like, and then I started, oh, like these influencers, educators, and this and that, barber educators, and like, no, you go and get this certification, and that, and now they put in weight units, and like, I'm
Yeah. I
like,
seen that
that's a
shit.
wig. I'm like, that's a wig. What are you talking about? But they be finessing it, and like,
Hmm. Hmm.
look, like, there's like so like I would never say I know it all again. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you,
There's
brother. I feel
always somebody that knows more than you, or like
I get you. I
it's
get you, brother.
it's dope, man. It's dope.
I want to give you kudos. I saw that video you did when you asked your wife to marry you. You cut her
Oh,
hair.
you seen that?
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
dope. That shit was dope.
Thank
Does
you.
she know? She didn't know what you're gonna do.
She didn't know. She didn't. Well, that's what she tells me. She didn't know.
Yeah, women are
She didn't
smart.
know. But nah, bro. Like I don't want to say she's clueless, but because she's right here. She's right here staring at me. But nah, bro. Like I had everything set to where I didn't give no hints or no nothing.
You're callao.
Yeah,
Shut.
yep.
Damn, man, that was beautiful.
Thank you, bro.
Sometimes I look back and I watched it. I was like, fuck, I wish I would have done some shit like that when I proposed to my wife.
Yeah, I had mad dudes hitting me. Oh, you making me look bad. I was like, what is that? I was like, nah, bro, it's not about that.
Nah, it's definitely not. Fuck, man. Yeah, you have an incredible journey, man. What were you? You remember when you heard about Kobe's passing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. because I know you're a big fan of him, and
Oh
fucking
yeah.
everybody in the fucking Papayo was a fan of him.
Hmm.
Uh, how important was his, that figure to you?
Bro, it's my idol. Like like I used to either cutting hair or playing ball. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I mean, I'm what 5'6", 5'7". I was never gonna do nothing, but but I thought I was Kobe when I was lacing them up.
shit.
Like you know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
thought it was Kobe.
The facts. Like yeah, man. Like
It hit deep.
oh
It hit
yeah,
hard, man.
it's facts.
Uh, you know, and to see, a year later, the Lakers be back on top with LeBron. Put icing on
Amazing.
the yeah,
Yep.
put icing on the cake, man.
Yep.
You think they're going to repeat?
Um, I do. I do. I know there's mad teams out there stacked and whatnot,
Hmm.
but I like the team.
I
I
mean, like
like
Brooklyn, that are doing anything possible to fucking get people to Brooklyn and win a championship.
Brooklyn is scary if they can get it together.
Yeah, I think it's
If
just
they
too
can get
it's
it
too much
together.
score. You need more than actually, you know what? Kobe said this in an interview, that he liked the way Harden played, but you don't win championships with that.
Hmm.
You got Kyrie, that I don't know what, his thing with LeBron, but he wants to be LeBron. And then you have Kevin Durant, that wants to be LeBron. And then you
He wants
have
to be bigger. He wants to be
yeah,
bigger. Yeah.
and then you have Harden now there, that all that motherfucker wants to do is shoot the ball. I mean, it is good on paper, but let's see how
Yeah.
they can structurize that shit.
I feel like before the trade,
Mm-hmm.
they were better prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but Kyrie, where he is mentally,
Mm-hmm.
is is spooky. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how much you can count on him. When they made the trade, I feel like they would be better right now if they traded Kyrie.
Yeah, wasn't he like he
Get a
got
couple
fined
pieces.
a fucking a bunch of money because he chose not to play?
Yeah, I don't even know because he was gone. I guess he like was gonna miss a game. He wasn't going to the game, and like he texted the players on some
Mm.
shit like that. Like he was like, "Yo, I'm not playing tonight." Didn't text the coach or nothing. Like, and then somebody posted a video of him and like his sister's birthday party, like with no mask on and something. So they find him and
They
whatever.
fined him a shitload of money.
But yeah, I mean it was dope because like even though he was gone, like I think like he ended up purchasing a
Oh, for
house
that
for like
for that yeah.
George Floyd's family. So that like you could tell he has a good heart. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
But
I don't think I used to like him with the Lakers, but then I saw him when he got traded to Boston. Um, I don't, he talks a lot, but sometimes he kills it in the court, but you can't count him a
mhm.
lot. He's not countable.
Yeah, yeah,
You
he
know,
always hurt. Yeah, I think he's overrated.
yeah,
I
and I
don't know
mean
if
he got skills. I'll,
you
I'll
think
give
the
him
same.
that, but
Hmm.
he's unreliable.
Hmm.
He's unreliable, and I don't know. I think they'll win the championship, but I think they won't go that far. Everybody has their own excuse me, they have their own mentality. At least LeBron,
Yeah.
was able to be like, I'm willing to take a pay cut to win a championship.
Hmm.
I win. It's not like Cleveland. Cleveland, nobody wants to go to Cleveland, man. Nobody wants to go to Cleveland.
Nope.
Going to Cleveland is like going to the Knicks. You're just fucking gonna waste of your talent, and end up playing for China, like Stephon Marbury and most of the players that end up
It's a
in
shame,
leagues.
bro.
Hmm.
It's a shame because the Knicks. It'd be dope to see the Knicks on top. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
But
they
it
they
seems so far
gotta
away.
yeah they gotta
It's
they gotta
ownership.
change ownership, management,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
plus
Yep.
you're in New York, they over exaggerate people. You remember when what's Linsanity came out?
Oh.
Won like 3 games. They're like, oh, the next Michael Jordan. type of shit. They're overexposed. Look at
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Carmelo when Carmelo was there and had that good team. Overexposed them, and at last minute they got eliminated from the Pacers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Overhyped.
difficult. Yep. So I'm looking forward to see what happens this season. I'm usually I'm not paying attention because I feel like the NBA is sometimes full of politics and shit.
Hmm.
I think throughout the years I've lost the passion, but I think this year's gonna be good. So let's see what's up. So thank you for joining me today, brother.
Oh, thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for taking your time out and coming on my show. Um, I truly believe that whenever you feel down, just go back and look at this and hear your story, bro, because it's amazing. And dude, thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Thank you.
Do this again.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. I'll,
No
I'll
doubt.
wait. I'll wait for your announcement. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining me, brother.